What if I told you Africa once had an army so fearless that even European soldiers feared them?
We are the Agojie!
Chosen for their courage, these women trained every day to become the kingdom's greatest warriors.
We never retreat! We never retreat!
Their strength was tested through brutal training, preparing them for every battle that lay ahead.
We fear no enemy!
Only the strongest earned the honor of protecting the king and the Kingdom of Dahomey.
We are ready!
Soon, the Agojie faced their first real test, as danger approached the Kingdom of Dahomey.
To battle!
The enemy hesitated, as the fearless Agojie refused to break their formation.
Stand together!
As the enemy drew closer, the Agojie locked shields, lowered their spears, and prepared to defend the Kingdom of Dahomey.
Stand together! No one breaks the line!
The enemy had arrived. The Agojie prepared to defend Dahomey with unmatched courage.
Hold the line!
The enemy had arrived. Without fear, the Agojie met them head-on in a fierce battle for Dahomey.
For Dahomey! Charge! Stand together! No one breaks the line!
Steel crashed against wood as the fearless Agojie charged into the enemy ranks. The battlefield erupted into chaos, but their discipline never faltered.
Hold the line! Push forward!
Outnumbered but unshaken, the Agojie fought with unmatched courage, refusing to give even a single step.
Drive them back!
Unable to withstand the relentless assault, the enemy finally broke and fled the battlefield, leaving the Agojie victorious.
Dahomey stands victorious!
Their courage inspired generations, proving that the Agojie would never be remembered as ordinary warriors.
To become an Agojie, courage alone was never enough. Fear has no place among the Agojie.
Before an Agojie could become a royal warrior, she first had to prove her strength.
Lift the logs! Let me see your strength!
Only those who endured the pain could earn the honor of becoming Agojie.
Keep moving! Your body obeys! Your spirit!
Next came the spear. The weapon that every Agojie had to master.
Again! Again!
Every movement had to be perfect. One mistake in battle could mean death. A steady stance wins battles before the spear is thrown.
Only when every stance was perfect could the recruits strike with the speed and precision of an Agojie warrior.
Again! Let your spear strike before your enemy can even breathe!
Every Agojie warrior had to master the spear before earning the right to stand in the king's army.
Watch carefully! Let your spear move with purpose!
A single mistake in battle could cost an entire unit their lives.
Do not fight with anger. Fight with discipline.
But mastering the spear was only the beginning.
Hold your ground! Now came the moment every recruit feared. Her first duel.
An Agojie who could strike but not defend would never survive the battlefield.
Your shield protects your life. Never lower it before the battle is won.
Every successful block was followed by a swift counterattack.
Strike with discipline, never with anger.
The kingdom demanded warriors who could master every challenge.
Move with purpose!
Their strength was tested with every step. No warrior was allowed to fall behind.
Climb! The battlefield has no easy path!
Winning a duel was only the beginning. Every Agojie had to prove she could endure.
Keep your formation!
The female Agojie commander saw discipline, courage, and warriors ready for greater trials.
Today, you have earned the right to continue your training. Anti-death! Stand to attention. His Majesty approaches.
The King of Dahomey came to inspect the kingdom's newest warriors. Judging courage...
Raise your heads! Let me see those who will defend my kingdom!
Then came the words every recruit had waited to hear.
Tomorrow, you leave these grounds. Your training ends.
Before sunrise, the newly sworn Agojie gathered outside the palace gates. Their first mission had begun.
Their days as recruits were over. Together they swore to protect the Kingdom of Dahomey before marching toward their destiny.
Forward! March!
The Agojie stood ready to defend Dahomey. But beyond the kingdom's borders, a new force was changing West Africa forever.
Across the Atlantic coast, foreign ships arrived seeking wealth. Soon, they would seek something far more valuable: people.
European traders crossed the Atlantic seeking wealth. Before long, millions of Africans would be caught in the growing slave trade.
Along the West African coast, growing contact with foreign merchants transformed trade and changed the region's future.
Trading forts soon connected European merchants with West African kingdoms, exchanging goods along the coast.
As the Atlantic slave trade expanded, countless lives across West Africa were forever changed.
As overseas commerce expanded, coastal towns became centers of exchange, bringing lasting changes to the region.
As European ships reached West Africa, a trade began that would forever change the fate of millions.
European merchants sought gold, ivory, pepper, palm products, and over time, the trade in enslaved people became one of the most devastating parts of this exchange.
As the coastline transformed, the Kingdom of Dahomey could not ignore the growing influence beyond its borders.
As the Atlantic slave trade expanded, Dahomey's rulers entered agreements that tied the kingdom more closely to European commerce.
As the years passed, Dahomey's leaders continued exchanging captives for valuable European goods, a decision that brought wealth to the kingdom, but came at a
profound human cost.
As new wealth and resources entered the kingdom, Dahomey expanded its influence and strengthened its military.
With the kingdom growing stronger, the Agojie stood ready to answer the king's command at a moment's notice.
As Dahomey's power continued to grow, the Agojie stood ready. Their greatest battles and the legacy that would make them legendary were only just beginning.
The Atlantic slave trade reshaped the Kingdom of Dahomey. Wealth flowed into the kingdom.
Generations passed. By the late 19th century, French forces advanced toward the Kingdom of Dahomey. A new war was about to begin.
The warning reached the royal court. The King of Dahomey gathered his commanders as the kingdom prepared to face a powerful new enemy.
Across Dahomey, the Agojie answered the king's call, preparing to defend their kingdom once again.
Before sunrise, the Agojie marched from the capital, ready to defend the Kingdom of Dahomey.
Soon, the Agojie reached the battlefield. Across the open plain, the French army stood ready.
With the enemy before them, the Agojie stood fearless, ready to defend the Kingdom of Dahomey.
Agojie! Forward!
The Agojie charged toward the French line with fearless determination, refusing to retreat as the battle began.
Steel met steel as the Agojie pressed forward, fighting with extraordinary courage against the advancing French forces.
Despite overwhelming firepower, the Agojie refused to retreat, fighting with unmatched courage for Dahomey.
Even under relentless fire, the Agojie refused to yield, standing firm in defense of Dahomey. Smoke covered the battlefield, but the Agojie continued advancing, refusing to surrender their ground. the battlefield filled with smoke and thunder, yet the Agojie fought on with unbreakable resolve. French cannon fire echoed across the battlefield, yet the Agojie refused to abandon their advance. Though outmatched by modern weapons, the Agojie fought with unshakable courage, refusing to abandon the battlefield.
The battle for Dahomey was far from over. The Agojie's greatest test was still to come. As the battle continued, the French slowly gained ground with their powerful rifles and artillery, yet the Agojie refused to retreat. The line held firm. With disciplined volleys and relentless artillery, the balance of the battle slowly began to change. The Agojie fought with unmatched courage, but every advance came at a terrible cost as French firepower continued without mercy.
Though the French now held the advantage, the Agojie refused to abandon the battlefield, choosing to fight until the very end.
Despite their unmatched bravery, the Agojie could no longer withstand the French firepower. Their battle line finally broke.
A breathless messenger brought devastating news. The French had broken through Dahomey's defenses and were marching toward Abomey.
King Behanzin made a painful decision. He ordered his people to save the kingdom's treasures and burn Abomey before the French could claim it.
As Abomey burned, King Behanzin chose honor over surrender. Though the kingdom fell, the courage of the Agojie would be remembered for generations.
Even after Abomey fell, King Behanzin refused to surrender. With the surviving Agojie, he disappeared into the forests to continue the fight.
From hidden camps, Dahomey's defenders launched surprise attacks, refusing to let the French rule without resistance.
The French searched tirelessly, determined to capture the king and end the resistance once and for all. Months turned into years. Supplies grew scarce, and the struggle became harder with each passing day.
To spare his people from further suffering, King Behanzin made the hardest decision of his life.
In 1894, after 2 years of resistance, King Behanzin surrendered to the French to spare his people from further suffering.
With his surrender accepted, King Behanzin's reign came to an end, marking the fall of the independent Kingdom of Dahomey.
Soon after his surrender, King Behanzin was taken into exile, leaving behind the kingdom he had fought so fiercely to defend.
Under French rule, the legendary Agojie warrior corps was disbanded, bringing centuries of fearless service to an end.
Though the Kingdom of Dahomey fell, the courage of the Agojie lives on, inspiring generations across Africa and the world.
The Agojie's courage became a symbol of resilience that continues to inspire generations. Their legacy lives on.